Welcome, my friend. Welcome to a video that might change your whole life. Not just the way you talk, walk, or smile, but the way the world sees you, the way you see yourself. Let me ask you something. Have you ever entered a room and no one noticed? Have you ever liked someone and they didn't feel the same? Have you ever tried to impress a group and still felt invisible? Have you ever thought, what's wrong with me? Why does no one care? Why does it feel like I'm always chasing people, but they never chase me? If yes, you're not alone. I understand you. I've felt that pain. And I'm here to tell you something that no one told you before. You don't attract people by chasing them. You attract them by changing your energy. Attraction is not a trick. It's not about being beautiful. It's not about being rich. It's not about having perfect words or perfect style or a perfect life. Real attraction is invisible. It's in how you make others feel. It's in the silence before you speak. It's in your energy when you walk into a room. It's in the way you look at people. Listen to them, respect them without trying to control them. The truth is, you don't have to become someone else to be attractive. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to impress. You just need to become you, the real, powerful, calm, grounded, radiant version of you that has been hiding behind fear, doubt, and overthinking. And in this video, I will teach you exactly how to do that. No lies, no magic tricks, no fake psychology, just 12 powerful habits that can make you the kind of person who lights up a room, who makes people say, "Who is that? I feel so calm around you. You have something. I can't explain it, but I want to be around you." And most importantly, you will start attracting the right people. The ones who respect you, value you, and see your worth. Because the biggest truth is this. When you stop chasing people and start building yourself, the world starts chasing you. This is not just a video. It's a mirror. It's a challenge. It's a new chapter of your life. So, take a deep breath. Open your heart and stay with me till the end, because I promise you, by the end of this video, you will not just understand how to attract anyone. You will feel like a new person, and people will feel it too. This will also improve your English by teaching you real words, emotional expressions, and powerful speaking habits. So subscribe now and let's begin. Clear's Throat Part 1. Talk to everyone in the group. Let's say you walk into a room, a party, a wedding, a meeting, or just a group of friends. There's someone you like, someone you want to attract. So, what do most people do? They only talk to that one person. They ignore everyone else. They focus all their attention, all their energy, and all their smile just on the one person they're trying to impress. Big mistake. Why? Because when you only talk to one person, you don't look confident. You look nervous. You look desperate. You look like you're trying too hard. But when you talk to everyone in the group, something magical happens. You become the center of the group. You become the one who connects everyone. You become the person who brings warmth, energy, and comfort to the entire space. And guess what? That's attractive. Because real attraction is not just about looks. It's about energy. And your energy becomes magnetic when people feel included, seen, and safe around you. Imagine two people walk into a group. One person walks straight to the one they like and only talks to them. The other person talks to everyone. The loud one, the shy one, the quiet one in the corner. They smile. They listen. They ask simple questions like, "How do you know each other? You have a great laugh. That's a nice jacket. Where'd you get it? Now tell me, which person do you think will be remembered? Which one will attract not just one person, but the whole room? The second one, that's you. If you learn this habit, this doesn't mean you have to be loud. It doesn't mean you have to be funny or charming. You just have to be present, genuine, and kind to everyone. Don't try to be special. Make everyone else feel special and you'll automatically shine. People remember how you make them feel. If you make everyone feel seen, respected, and included, you will become unforgettable. Part 2. Make eye contact. The silent magnet. Let's talk about something most people ignore. Something that can change the way people feel about you instantly. Even if you say nothing, it's not your clothes. It's not your hairstyle. It's not your perfume. It's your eyes. Your eye contact is the most powerful tool you have. And you don't even need English to use it. Think about this. When someone talks to you, but they're looking at the floor, or looking at their phone, or looking around the room, how do you feel? You feel ignored. You feel small. You feel like they don't respect you. Now, imagine someone looks straight into your eyes while you speak. They don't blink too much. They don't look away. They just stay there fully with you. Like, what you're saying matters. How do you feel? You feel important. You feel respected. You feel seen. You feel attracted. Because eye contact is not about romance. It's about presence. It's about saying with no words, I see you. I'm not in a hurry. I'm here with you. And that's rare today. Everyone is distracted. Everyone is busy. Everyone is somewhere else, mentally, emotionally. So when you look at someone with still, soft, calm, steady eyes, you stand out immediately. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how good your English is. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, beautiful or average. Your eye contact says, I'm not nervous. I'm not desperate. I'm not trying to escape. I'm here. I'm grounded. And I'm not afraid to be seen. And guess what? That makes you unforgettable. Imagine you're at a cafe. You're sitting with someone you like. You talk, but you're fidgeting. You check your phone. You glance at the waiter. You laugh too much. You talk fast. That doesn't feel attractive. It feels like you're uncomfortable with yourself. Now, imagine the same situation. You sit calmly. You look them in the eyes while they speak. You don't rush. You don't escape. You don't try to impress. You're just there with your eyes, with your stillness. That kind of presence makes people think about you long after you're gone. Practice in the mirror. Look into your own eyes for 30 seconds every day. It feels strange at first, but you'll build strength. Start with strangers. Make eye contact with shopkeepers, drivers, waiters. Just 2 to 3 seconds is enough. Don't be creepy. Just be calm. Use the 50-70th rule. If you're talking, maintain eye contact 50% of the time. If you're listening, maintain eye contact 70% of the time. People feel loved when you listen, not when you lecture. Real attraction starts before words begin. Starts in your eyes. Make them calm, kind, and unafraid, and the world will feel it. Part 3. Give rare, honest compliments. Let's now talk about the most misunderstood attraction skill in the world, giving compliments. Some people think attraction means telling others, you're hot. You're beautiful. I like your body. Wow, you look amazing. But here's the truth. Fake compliments are noise. Real compliments are music. Everyone hears those basic, common, copy-paste compliments every day, and they forget them. But one honest, rare, deep compliment that lives in someone's heart for years. Let me show you the difference. Boring compliment. You look nice. Powerful compliment. I love the way your face lights up when you talk about something you love. Boring compliment. You're cute. Powerful compliment. I noticed how kind you were to that kid earlier. That says a lot about you. See the difference? One is about surface. The other is about soul. If you want to attract someone, stop trying to make them feel attractive. Make them feel understood. Make them feel seen in a way others don't see them. Let me tell you a true story. A girl once told me, people always tell me I'm pretty, but the compliment I'll never forget is the one time someone told me, you have a very peaceful energy. I feel calm around you. That changed how I saw myself. Do you understand how deep that is? People are starving for appreciation, not for their looks, but for who they are. You want to attract someone. Watch them. Notice what others miss. And then speak it softly, honestly, and without trying to get anything. Not to impress, not to seduce, but just to give from your heart. That is real attraction. Don't compliment the obvious. Instead of you have nice eyes, say your eyes are so expressive when you talk about your family. Use soft words. You seem, I noticed it's beautiful how you these make compliments feel personal, not scripted. Let it go, give the compliment, and don't wait for a reaction. Walk away if needed. That makes it even more powerful. Don't try to be interesting. Be interested. Don't try to sound impressive. Be real. See something beautiful in someone and say it honestly. That's how you touch hearts. Part 4. Be open but not needy. Have you ever seen someone who shares their feelings, but it just feels wrong? They talk a lot about their problems. They share every detail about their emotions. They say, I feel so alone. I feel like nobody likes me. I think I'm too boring. I'm not confident. I'm scared I'll lose you. And while they are trying to be open, it actually feels uncomfortable. It doesn't attract people. It pushes them away. Why? Because that's not openness. That's emotional neediness. Here's the truth. Openness says, here is my heart, but I'm still okay without you. Neediness says, here is my heart. Please fix me. One is powerful. One is heavy. One is attractive. One is draining. So, what should you do? Be open, but from a place of strength, not from weakness. Be vulnerable, but don't expect someone else to save you. Be real, but don't lose yourself. Imagine two people are talking. Person A says, I've always felt invisible. I just want someone to finally see me. I'm tired of being alone. I hate myself. Person B says, sometimes I struggle with self-worth, but I've been working on it. I've started journaling and taking small steps. It's not easy, but I'm learning to love myself little by little. Now tell me, which person do you want to be around? Both are open, but only one has light in their energy. You see, when you're open but grounded, you become a mirror for others. They feel safe around you. They feel inspired by you. They want to know more about you. But when you're open and needy, they feel pressure. They feel responsible. They want to run. Use the sentence, I feel and I'm working on it. Instead of saying, I'm broken, say, I sometimes feel insecure. but I'm learning how to be kind to myself. Own your emotions. Don't blame others. Say, I get nervous sometimes, not you make me feel nervous. Pause, smile, let them speak, too. Being open doesn't mean you talk non-stop. It means you share with space and then listen with love. Be open enough to show your heart, but strong enough to hold it yourself. That's when people feel safe, inspired, and attracted to you. Part 5. Be calm in the chaos. Invulnerable, not cold. Now, let me take you even deeper. You want to know one of the most magnetic energies in the world? It's not charm. It's not beauty. It's not intelligence. It's calmness. The world is loud. People are stressed. Everyone is chasing something. Attention, love, success, approval. So when you meet someone who is still, grounded, calm, you instantly feel drawn to them. It feels like they have something you don't, like they know something you forgot, like their energy is safe, solid, and rare. That's called emotional strength. And it's more attractive than muscles, money, or makeup. Let me explain. When something goes wrong, maybe someone insults you, maybe you feel rejected, maybe someone ignores your message. Most people panic, they overthink, they cry, they complain, they try to prove something, they chase, they lose control. But emotionally strong people, they pause, they breathe, they don't collapse. They don't get angry fast, they don't beg, they don't scream, they don't explain themselves too much. They just stay silent, clear, and powerful. That kind of energy is magnetic because it says, I am not afraid. I'm not trying to control you. I'm okay. I'm at peace. People crave that energy. Why? Because most people don't have it, and we are naturally drawn to what we don't have. Imagine this situation. A girl says something rude to you in a group. Most people would defend themselves, get emotional, or leave angrily. But you just look at her. You nod and you say, it's okay. I understand your opinion. I'll keep that in mind. And you move on, smiling, relaxed, unbothered. Now everyone looks at you differently. Why? Because you didn't react. You responded with peace. That's powerful. That's unforgettable. That's attractive. Pause before reacting. Take 3 seconds before you answer anything emotional. Breathe through your stomach. Slow, deep belly breathing instantly reduces emotional panic. Use phrases like, I see. Thanks for sharing. Interesting. That's something to think about. You might be right. All of these are emotionally powerful responses. You don't have to control the storm. You just have to be the one who doesn't get pulled into it. That's what makes people trust you. That's what makes people respect you. That's what makes people want to be around you again and again. Part 6. Value yourself without apologizing. Have you ever lowered your value just to be liked? Have you ever said yes when you wanted to say no? Have you ever let someone treat you badly because you were scared they would leave? If yes, I understand you're not weak. You're human. You want love. You want connection. You want people to stay. But here's the hard truth. When you sacrifice your self-respect to keep someone, you lose both. Because if someone stays with you only because you let them disrespect you, that's not love. That's fear. But when you respect yourself quietly, without shouting, without drama, you give a silent message to the world. I know my worth. I don't need to prove it. I don't need to beg. And I don't need your approval to feel enough. That's powerful. That's attractive. That's unforgettable. True self-worth is not loud. It doesn't need to brag. It doesn't need to explain. It doesn't need to post quotes online every day saying no, you're worth. It's quiet. It shows in how you sit in a room and don't need to dominate the conversation. Say no with kindness when something doesn't feel right. Refuse to chase someone who's unsure about you. Set boundaries without feeling guilty. Walk away from things that don't honor your peace. That's real self-worth, and it attracts people like a magnet because it's rare. Most people are desperate for attention. But you are comfortable in your skin. You don't beg. You don't chase. You glow. Imagine this. You're in a relationship or friendship. They start ignoring you, taking you for granted, talking to you only when they need something. What do most people do? They beg, they cry, they they become too available just to win them back. But a person with self-worth, they send one calm message. Hey, I value this connection, but I also value myself. If I'm not respected here, I'd rather walk in peace than stay in pain. That one message has more power than 100 emotional texts. Because self-worth is not anger, it's clarity. Write this sentence and remember it every day. If I have to lose myself to keep someone, they are not for me. Practice saying no softly. Thank you, but I don't feel comfortable. I need time to think. I appreciate it, but I'll pass this time. Walk with purpose. Sit with confidence. Speak with calmness. Even if you don't feel powerful, act like someone who respects themselves. Your brain will start to believe it. You don't attract people by trying to be good enough. You attract them by already knowing deep inside that you are not better than anyone, not less than anyone, just enough, exactly as you are. That silent confidence changes everything. Part 7. Walk away like a king or queen. Calmly, silently, powerfully. Sometimes your silence is louder than a scream, and your absence is louder than your presence. You see, most people believe attraction is about doing more. More chasing, more texting, more proving, more attention, more sacrifice. But the truth is, you become truly attractive when you're willing to walk away from anything that disrespects your peace. Let me say it clearly. You want to be noticed. You want to be respected. You want to be remembered. Then stop begging. Start walking. But don't walk with hate. Don't walk with anger. Don't walk with tears. Walk with silence. Walk with grace. Walk with dignity. That's unforgettable, because walking away says, I gave my energy. I was kind. I was real. But I'm not here to force anything. I'm not afraid to lose what doesn't value me. That energy is stronger than muscles, more powerful than words, more attractive than beauty. Because everyone is used to being chased. Everyone is used to controlling others. But when you walk away without begging, without a scene, you confuse people. You shock them. You stay in their mind forever. There was a boy who loved a girl deeply. He did everything. Calls, gifts, messages, attention. But she played with his emotions, ignored him, flirted with others. One day he didn't fight. He didn't explain. He just sent one message. I respect myself too much to stay in something that hurts. I wish you well. He blocked her. He walked away. He didn't chase. And months later, she came back. Not because of his words, but because of his silence. Because nothing is more attractive than someone who knows when to leave with love not hate. Train your nervous system. Before you walk away, breathe. Calm your emotions. Don't react in pain. Leave in peace. Write this down daily. If it costs my peace, it's too expensive. Set this rule in your mind. If they don't meet me with respect, I'll meet myself at the door. Your energy is a gift. Don't waste it on people who don't recognize it. You don't need to scream. You don't need to cry. You just need to leave with grace and let your absence speak louder than your voice ever could. Part 8. Own your insecurities and set yourself free. Let's talk about something no one wants to admit. We all have insecurities. Things we don't like about ourselves, things we feel ashamed of, things we try to hide. For some people, it's their looks. For others, it's their background, their education, their English, their job, their past, their scars. And the world teaches us this lie. If you want to attract people, you must look perfect, talk perfect, act perfect. But here's the truth. The world doesn't tell you. People don't fall in love with perfection. They fall in love with honesty, confidence, and courage. And the most attractive kind of courage is this: the courage to own your insecurity with a smile. It means, instead of hiding your accent, say, "I'm still learning English, but I'm proud of how far I've come." Instead of hiding your past, say, "Yes, I made mistakes, but I've grown and I don't live there anymore." Instead of hiding your body, say, "I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to be real and kind to myself." People don't remember flawless skin or expensive shoes. They remember the moment you were real, the moment you said, "This is me, and I still choose to love myself." Because when you own your insecurities, two things happen. 1, no one can use them against you. 2, people start feeling safe around you because you give them permission to be real, too. For example, there was a girl who had a visible burn scar on her face. She used to cover it with makeup and hair. She avoided people. She felt small. One day she said, "I'm done hiding. This is my face. And this scar, it's part of my story." She started walking with confidence, smiling more, speaking more. And suddenly, people started admiring her, not because of the scar, but because of the courage she carried behind it. Remember, it's not your flaw that pushes people away. It's your shame around the flaw. Once you drop the shame, you become magnetic. Write a list of what you're insecure about. Then next to each one, write, "This doesn't define me. I'm growing." Say it softly in conversation. Like, "Sometimes I get nervous in big groups, but I'm working on it. I know my English isn't perfect, but I love learning." Laugh gently at yourself, not with self-hate, but with lightness. Say, "Oh, that's my awkward side. She visits sometimes." That's called emotional charm. You don't have to be flawless to be unforgettable. You just have to be someone who is no longer afraid of being seen. When you stop hiding, you don't just attract people. You give them the courage to be themselves too, and that is magnetic. Part 9. Respect everyone, especially the invisible ones. Have you ever seen someone treat a waiter badly, or ignore the cleaning staff, or roll their eyes at a child asking questions? What did you feel? Disgust, coldness, lack of character. Now, flip the story. You meet someone. They hold the door open for an old man. They smile at the cleaner. They bend down and talk kindly to a child. They speak with respect to a street vendor. They say thank you to someone who usually gets ignored. What do you feel? Warmth, safety, respect, attraction. Because real beauty is not in the face, it's in the heart. And the most attractive energy in the world is someone who respects everyone, not just the powerful. In every room, every street, every building, there are people the world forgets. The ones who clean the floor, the ones who carry luggage, the ones who bring water, the ones who earn less, speak less, or look different. And how you treat these people shows who you really are. You may not think anyone is watching, but someone always is. And when they see you show kindness to those who can give you nothing, you instantly rise higher in their eyes. You become someone with true character. You become someone who is safe to trust. You become rare. Imagine a man once went to a restaurant with a girl he liked. The food was good. The lights were perfect, but the girl never returned his calls. Why? Because during dinner, he was rude to the waiter. He clicked his fingers, spoke without saying, "Please," didn't make eye contact. The girl said later, "I don't care how he treats me now. I care how he'll treat me when I'm no longer useful to him." That's deep, and it's true. Say thank you to people who rarely hear it. Drivers, delivery people, janitors, gatekeepers, cafeteria workers. Use eye contact plus names. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good day, auntie. Teach others by example. Don't lecture. Just be kind, and others will feel your silent power. Attraction isn't about how high you reach. It's about how gently you touch the ones who are often ignored. Be the person who respects everyone, even when no one is watching, because the universe is watching. And so is someone who will remember your kindness forever. Part 10. Sense of humor. Laugh lightly, attract deeply. Let's face the truth. We live in a world full of pressure. People are stressed, tired, busy. Most conversations feel heavy, boring, fake. So when someone walks in with a light heart and a playful smile, they feel like fresh air. They make people feel relaxed, safe, alive, and that person becomes magnetic. A good sense of humor doesn't mean being a clown. It means making people feel light in your presence, because laughter is healing, because smiling is contagious, because the moment someone laughs, their walls come down. They stop pretending. They stop overthinking. They stop judging. In that moment, they are just real, and you become the person who gave them that feeling. That is unforgettable. Let me be very clear. Don't make fun of others. Don't be loud and don't try to be the funniest in the room. Instead, practice the art of lightness. Laugh at your own little mistakes. Smile when something small goes wrong. Use gentle jokes to lift the mood. Make others feel okay about being imperfect. This kind of humor is soft power. It doesn't shout. It doesn't perform. It simply says, "Hey, we're all human. Let's not take everything so seriously." And suddenly people feel safe around you. They feel like they can breathe. They feel like they can be themselves. And that is rare. And rare people are magnetic. Let's take an example. A man once went on a date. He accidentally spilled water while reaching for his drink. Most people would panic, apologize 100 times, feel embarrassed, but he smiled and said, "Well, this is me," full of passion and apparently bad aim. The girl laughed. The tension disappeared. She later said, "That moment made me like him more. He didn't try to be perfect. He made me feel relaxed." That's the power of humor from the heart. Practice light self-jokes. say, "Oops, my brain took a break for a second. That's me still learning to be human. I guess my phone has its own plans today." Smile when you speak, even if you're not making a joke. Smiling adds warmth to your words. Don't force it. Let it come naturally. Humor works best when you're comfortable with silence, too. You don't need to be the funniest person in the room. You just need to be the one who makes others feel lighter by being light yourself. People forget words, but they never forget how you made them laugh, smile, and feel safe. Part 11. The cocktail party effect. Make them feel like the only one in the room. Now, let me show you one of the most powerful psychological tools in human connection, and one of the deepest secrets of attraction. If you can make someone feel seen, you will never be forgotten. Clears throat, and one of the most powerful ways to do that is by using something called the cocktail party effect. What is it? Imagine you're at a loud party. Music is playing. People are laughing. Dozens of conversations around you, but suddenly you hear your name. Someone said, "Hey, Tommy." Even in all the noise, your brain immediately focuses on that word because it's personal. That's the cocktail party effect. Your mind tunes into anything that feels personal, warm, specific, or deeply directed at you. Now imagine you use this in daily life, not in a fake way, but in a genuine, gentle, focused way. You're in a group of 5 people, but when one person looks at you, only you, and they say, "I really liked what you just said," or "You always listen so well." It's rare, or when you laugh, "It actually makes me laugh too." You feel chosen. You feel like, wow, I matter. And the person who gave you that feeling, you never forget them. You feel pulled to them. That's emotional attraction. Because in a world full of noise, the person who gives you focused attention feels like a miracle. No phone in hand, no distracted eyes, no fake multitasking, just you, me, presence. Say their name. People love hearing their names softly. "Nice to meet you, Sam." "Hey Aisha, I noticed you were really quiet today. Are you okay?" Mention specific things about them. "Your voice is really calming. I noticed you always help others before helping yourself." Hold eye contact when they speak. Don't look around. Just be there fully. Ask meaningful questions. What was the best part of your week? What's something you love that no one knows about you? What made you smile today that makes people feel seen and safe? Imagine a boy was once at a college orientation. Everyone was trying to impress, to network, to be loud. But one girl sat with him for 10 minutes. She asked him about his dreams, his fears, his family. She didn't try to impress. She just listened fully, like nothing else in the world mattered. That boy, he never forgot her because she used the most powerful trick in attraction. Be so present that people feel like the only person in the universe. Want to be unforgettable. Don't try to impress the crowd. Just make one person feel fully seen, fully heard, and fully respected. Even if you leave after that moment, they will remember you forever. Part 12. Keep a smile on your face. The silent language of warmth. Let's now talk about one of the most underrated, underestimated, but most powerful attraction habits in the world. It's not fashion. It's not perfect English. It's not a six-pack high heels or a sexy voice. It's not the way you walk or how much money you have. It's simply this: the ability to carry a soft, warm, peaceful smile on your face most of the time. Not a fake smile, not a creepy smile, Not a please like me smile, but a real smile. A smile that says, I'm not perfect, but I'm at peace. I'm not loud, but I'm full of light. I don't know what will happen next, but I choose joy right now. Because we live in a world full of stress. People are tired, angry, nervous, insecure, jealous, lost. People are carrying silent pain behind their makeup, their jokes, their confidence. Now, imagine you walk into a room. You're not the loudest. You're not trying to get attention. You just walk in with a calm, warm smile. Not forced, not big, just gentle, soft, present. What happens? People feel it. They sense your energy. They feel like they can trust you. They feel safer near you. You suddenly become the person they gravitate toward. Why? Because your smile says, I'm okay. And being near me, you will feel okay, too. That's attraction energy. That's soul energy. That's the kind of energy the world doesn't forget. Smiling isn't just about looking nice. It's biology. It's psychology. It's energy. When you smile, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals of joy and peace. People around you feel relaxed because smiling reduces threat signals in the brain. You seem more open, more trustworthy, more kind. Even if you say nothing, your smile is a signal. It says, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to flow. I'm not desperate. I'm peaceful. I'm not looking for attention. I am attention. You see, people chase joy, not just beauty. And a real smile is pure joy in human form. Example, there was a man who didn't have great looks. He wasn't tall. He wasn't rich. He wasn't fluent in English. But everywhere he went, people liked him. Why? Because of his smile. It wasn't big. It wasn't loud, but it was real. He smiled with his eyes. He smiled when he spoke to shopkeepers. He smiled when he said thank you. He smiled when he made mistakes. He smiled when others were upset, just to calm them down. He smiled when he didn't have answers because he trusted life. That kind of person. People want to be near them. People want to talk to them longer. People want to know them deeper. He didn't chase anyone. He didn't beg for love. He just smiled through life. And life smiled back. Smile gently in front of the mirror for 1 minute every day. Not forced, not big. Just look at yourself and soften your eyes. Let the corners of your mouth rise. Let your face say, I accept myself. Smile at 5 strangers a day. Shopkeeper, neighbor, child, security guard, driver. No words, just a small smile. This builds your confidence and it spreads energy to the world. Smile when you feel fear. This rewires your brain. Instead of panic, teach your nervous system to meet fear with a soft smile. You'll feel power coming back into your body. You don't have to always have the right words. You don't have to always have the answers. You just need a heart that still smiles even when life gets hard. Because when you smile, you give hope, you give peace, you give love without saying anything. And that is the most attractive energy in the world. My friend, we've now walked through 12 beautiful, meaningful, real habits that can change your life. Not just in how others see you, but in how you see yourself. And here's the biggest truth of all. You don't need to become someone else to attract people. You don't need to copy anyone. You don't need to be perfect, rich, beautiful, or fluent. You just need to come back to your real self. A self that speaks with kindness, looks people in the eyes, smiles gently, listens deeply, values its own worth, respects others, walks away from noise, carries peace in its presence, and keeps growing even in silence. If you do even a few of these things, you will not only attract others, you will attract the right people, the ones who see your soul, the ones who don't need you to pretend, the ones who meet you with the same kind of light that you carry inside. And I want to tell you one more thing from my heart. You are not alone in this journey. You may feel invisible now. You may feel ignored. You may feel like no one sees your light. But I see it. I believe in your power. I believe in your energy. And I believe in the person you're becoming. Every day you practice these small habits, you are rewiring your energy. You are becoming someone who attracts peace, attracts love, and attracts respect. And I am with you every step of the way. When you smile at a stranger, when you choose to be kind instead of loud, when you walk away from disrespect, when you respect someone no one else sees, know this: you are becoming someone unforgettable. And that is the best kind of attractive. I'm proud of you. I'm with you always. Now go out there not to chase attention, but to walk in your power. Because your energy speaks before you do. And when it speaks with light, the right people will find you. With all my heart, I'm always here with you. Let's keep growing together.